Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Is Ben Armstrong right? Will XRP be the top gainer in the next bull run? Okay, so got another good one here, guys, from Ben Armstrong, as you know, prominent influencer. And I have to say, this was actually a really good video by Ben. Really touched on some great topics here in regards to XRP and as to why he thinks it's going to perform really well. So as always, I've actually bullet pointed the main things that I want to address, and I'm just going to add in my 2 cents on the points that I want to address. So not going to get into Ben Armstrong. We've addressed him a few times at this point. You guys should pretty much know who he is, but let's get into this. Okay, so he's basically talking about how only idiots sell XRP. I would never say anything that harsh. I think that's a bit extreme. Everybody's got their reasons as to why they may sell. And this is the other thing as well, what people don't really think about when it comes to XRP or any other crypto. You don't know what other people have. So for example, if someone's like a whale in XRP and they decide to sell, let's just say within the next week or so, because the price goes up, let's just say 3 or 4%. Well, for them, they may make a huge amount of money anyway. Like if you've got millions in XRP, you only need for it to go up like 2-3%, and you could be making like hundreds of thousands just off of that alone. So it depends what kind of position you're in within XRP as to why you might sell. It also just depends on your personal circumstances and what your goals are, right? Some people might not be aiming to try and get this ridiculous amount of money that they want. They might be thinking, okay, if I can just get enough, for example, for like a house deposit or something like that, or, you know, I just need to get it so I can, you know, pay for some kind of surgery or something like that, or something for my family. You know, some people might not have these kind of waiting time frames that other people have. They might need the money for some kind of purpose. So you can never really judge what people's reasons are. And so I'm never going to say someone's an idiot for selling, but I get what he's trying to get at. He's just basically saying that you don't really want to sell XRP too soon. So I understand the general sentiment. But let's get into it. So he's talking about XRP and, you know, how great it is and whatnot, the general gist, blah, blah, blah. But then we get to some of the main points that he's addressed here as to why you shouldn't really sell XRP and why he thinks it's going to be so good in the bull run. So there's someone who's just dropping a comment here because he's done a live, and basically someone says, you know, XRP is the only crypto that has legal clarity. He's basically saying that he believes the price is being manipulated and suppressed, which is why it didn't manage to maintain the rally when the lawsuit was resolved. Now, the first thing he said is, look, the lawsuit isn't actually over right now. It's not. The case is still ongoing. Yes, we definitely got the result that we needed, but the case is still ongoing, and I think that's absolutely correct. I said this in a previous video. Although that we did get the resolution that we need as XRP holders in terms of retail, institutions are still kind of in limbo in America because those were actually seen as security sales, and that's where they've actually gone down in terms of being at fault for. So in that sense, there is still that stigma there for US institutions getting involved with Ripple and XRP. So that's something that still really needs to be addressed. And I've said this before, and I'll just quickly say it again. Brad has said that they have still had issues getting US customers due to the fact of the lawsuits, due to the ruling of the lawsuit. So it has still had a stain on their brand. So that is something that still does need to be cleared up before they really do get big US institutional adoption. The next thing that he talked about is in regards to obviously the price and, you know, it being suppressed and manipulated. He said, look, the main reason why XRP hasn't really taken off is because there's just not enough money in the market. And this is the huge point that I've always tried to make to you guys when it comes to this kind of stuff of investing. The truth, generally speaking, is a lot more boring than what you think. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the crypto market isn't manipulated. We know that for a fact. We know that Sam Bankman-Fried was manipulating Bitcoin. And if you manipulate Bitcoin, you're ultimately manipulating the whole crypto market because the whole crypto market ultimately follows Bitcoin. So I do agree that there is market manipulation out there. I'm not trying to say that doesn't exist. But I think when people look at this, they're forgetting some of the main fundamentals of how investing works. If you think of how bad 2023 has been in terms of the living crisis, right? The cost of living crisis that we've gone through, the war with Russia and Ukraine, everything's been crazy, right? Like things have been going up sky high, mortgages have been going up, petrol's been going up, groceries, all that kind of stuff, your food shopping, all these kind of things have been going up. So people haven't really got money to just be throwing into crypto right now, especially when we're not officially in a bull market. Like during 2023, we have been in a bear market. Now, I think we have come out of that and we are now in a bull market. We're just waiting for something to solidify it. But as it stands right now, that is not official. And I think when you get the ETF, something like that, that's what I think will bring a lot more euphoria, a lot more people getting excited and wanting to get involved, because it's something that's hugely positive. So I think a lot of people will be buying in on the hype of that. But in regards to it at the moment, the market's been going up for quite some time now. It's been going up for a good little while. So I do think we are already in the bull market. It's just that people haven't actually acknowledged it just yet. Well, not everyone. And so, yeah, this is how it works, guys. Like, money doesn't just pop out of thin air and then just go into cryptos. That's not how this works. And I think this is where people don't really understand how investing really does work. With everything that we've gone through financially in the year 2023, yeah, there's not going to be great amounts of money to just be going into crypto and just absolutely exploding all these cryptos. That's just not how it works, right? This kind of stuff, it takes time. So then he basically talks about how XRP is going to move. He's basically saying it's going to happen. He's saying the bull run is going to occur, and when this does occur, ultimately XRP is going to move. So he's saying that anyone who sells XRP in the next couple of weeks, he's basically saying they're stupid, which again, I'm not going to agree with that. I'm not just going to say that's something that's a fair statement to make. I understand his sentiment of what he's trying to get across, but again, everybody's got different reasons for selling, so I can't just put out a blanket statement like that. But yeah, he's basically saying, look, you shouldn't really just be jumping around like musical chairs when it comes to crypto. And again, this is something I agree with. I had to address this with a H-bar video. Like, a lot of people are looking at Solana right now and they're getting frustrated because Solana's having its time to pump. And cool, that's great. But the thing is, even if you was to sell your XRP or whatever crypto to get into Solana, well, Solana's already been pumping now. So you've already kind of missed a huge increase anyway. And you don't know, you could be buying the top right now. Like, that could be the top and then you buy into it and then it just drops dramatically and then it's got to recover from all that. So I don't agree with just jumping into the coins that are pumping, because you're basically chasing green candles, and that's, investing wise, that's not a good idea. Obviously, I can't give you financial advice, but just general investing 101. You don't really chase green candles because you've basically missed the pump now. Now, could it go up higher? Yeah, of course, but we don't know. We really don't know. So you can take that risk and go into it knowing that you may have literally just bought the top and this might be the highest it goes. Or you could stay in cryptos like XRP that haven't had their chance to really pump yet, that still have got that major upside potential. And that's what I'm personally doing, because I still think the upside potential is there massively for XRP. The next thing he was talking about is, because obviously he's talking about how there wasn't really money to go into XRP. So he said, do you think that it's retail money that's currently going into Solana that's making it pump the way it is? He's saying, no, it's VC money. Now, look, I can't agree or disagree with that. I don't know. I've got no way to know that. Ben is someone who is obviously huge in the crypto community. He may have information that we're not privy to. He may be able to speak to certain people. He may know people who are involved with Solana, that kind of thing. So he might know this information on the down low, information that we're not privy to. So I can't really agree or disagree with that. But, I'm not going to just say he's lying there, because I don't know. And as I say, he's got the connections because of how big he is as an influencer. He's huge. He's one of the biggest influencers in crypto. So it wouldn't surprise me if he has inside information. That's nothing that would be shocking to me. So yeah, that could very much be the case. It could be that it's VC money. So that's just something to bear in mind, like food for thought, right? And then he basically said, towards the end, he's saying that he sees XRP being the top gainer in the next bull run long term. Now, I can't agree or disagree with that, because obviously I don't know, but do I think he has the potential to? Yes, because if we go by the previous bull run that happened in 2017, XRP was the last crypto to take off, but it was also the biggest performer. So I agree. I think the potential is very much there for XRP to be the top performer. And that's where, again, we go with the legal clarity that could be hugely significant for XRP, because when it comes to average retail investors getting involved, if you're coming in and looking at the market and seeing that the SEC are suing crypto companies and crypto tokens left, right and center, well, then you would want to go to any crypto that is obviously not going to have issues with that. And the only real two cryptos you can really say that with is Bitcoin and XRP. You could possibly say Ethereum because of ETHgate, and we know that they got the free pass, but that's not really guaranteed. And even when it comes to Bitcoin now, we know that Bitcoin's not guaranteed, because we know that BlackRock had to do a filing where there was a scenario that Bitcoin was actually deemed a security. So the SEC don't seem to be ruling out that possibility. So you've got to think about it from that perspective. The only crypto you've actually got is XRP. So I do think that could be something that's really big and plays out in their favor in the next bull run. I think that could be massive for XRP. So I think that is a real huge factor in the next bull run. I think that could be a big game changer, because we've never seen that with any crypto in this space. This is something that we've never seen before. So we're going into uncharted territories, right? So we don't know how that could really impact XRP and people getting involved. So I think there's massive potential there in that sense. And the last thing we've got here is Ben addressing how people saying that XRP underperformed in the last bull run. But he said, we know why. And I've said this myself, we know why it underperformed, because it was going through a lawsuit. So I get the frustration. I get the frustration of us having to deal with that. And yeah, I was just as frustrated as everybody else. But I understand that that wasn't really Ripple or XRP's fault. It wasn't something that was in their control. It's nothing about the underperforming. It's about a lawsuit that got slapped on them by the SEC. So if there's anyone I'm angry at about that, it's the SEC. It's not XRP, because that's got nothing to do with XRP's performance. If you think about it, XRP still managed to get up to $1, and that was even while the lawsuit was going on. Now, obviously that's not breaking an all-time high, but at least it rallied. At least it managed to get some kind of price action even during a whole lawsuit that was going on with legal uncertainty at the time. So that's still impressive in that sense. So now it's a level playing field, and XRP has an advantage that no other crypto has. So do I think with that in mind that XRP could be the top gainer, especially knowing that XRP was the top gainer before in a previous bull run? Yeah, the opportunity is clearly there, right? So to me, this all makes sense. This all just really does seem like very valid points. I think Ben addressed this very well. I completely agree with a strong majority of things that he said. The only thing I'm saying, I won't agree with is just in regards to if you sell, you're an idiot. I think that's just down to personal preference and personal choice. In terms of if you sell, it's what you're comfortable with, guys. Everybody's got different levels of risk tolerance and stuff like that. You've got to do what you think is right for you, because there's a lot of people who make mistakes, and that's not necessarily just in terms of selling too early. It might be selling too late. It might be that you're thinking that the price is going to forever keep going up, and then you miss your opportunity, and XRP completely dumps down, and you've just missed your opportunity. So there's not just a thing of just selling too early, there's selling too late as well. So you've got to take all these things into consideration when you're making your investment decisions. So that's a personal preference, but overall I think this was a very good video by Ben. He addressed a lot of the main points, and I definitely agree with a strong majority of this. I think he was banged on with a lot of this stuff. So definitely going to be interesting to see in regards to the stuff that he has said and the points that he has made. But what do you guys think? XRP to be the top gainer in the next bull run. Do you agree with this? Do you think that XRP is going to be the top gainer? And if you do agree with this, what kind of price do you think XRP is going to reach? Or do you not agree with this? Is there anything in this video that you've heard that you disagree with? Or do you just not think that XRP is going to be the top gainer in the next bull run overall? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.